Hello and welcome to DAO Codes. Today we are going to be doing our design pattern Thursday like we always do. And we're going to be diving into that, and then we're going to get into the custom AI model. Let me just fix my camera. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about the builder design pattern. The builder design pattern is a, let me just get this right, is a creational design pattern that helps you abstract away a complex creation of a model in such a way that at the end you just call .build or something similar on the model. And let me just hop over to code. So here we can see C# program CS is a classic place where you're going to see builder. So here var builder equals create builder, right? So now we have this builder object, and the design pattern is by chaining on commands to enhance or change the way that the object is going to be created. At the end, we abstract away a lot of things, right? If you had to do apps and then set a bunch of properties, like with cores, with controllers, with service methods, with services, with DB context, with adding providers, all these things, it could get really complicated. But here we have a builder, and then we just add service methods. Super simple. So if you look at this builder class, the web application builder, here there's things you can pass into it, so just like a normal class. But the important part is the build method. It returns the web application. So here in the conceptual model, we have a builder class and an app class. But you could do this for anything, right? You could have a service builder and then a service class. You could have a DB query and a DB query builder, right? So super simple, super quick. Want to keep this one short because builder classes are really simple but super effective and make your codes look super slick when you get things like builder.add service defaults, and then at the end, builder.build. Okay, so just wanted to get through that pretty quick. I'm going to hop now into our code, and I'm just going to change one thing. Make sure we change this to okay. So I have to apologize to you guys. I did not have time. It was some family stuff, good family stuff, but family stuff nonetheless. So I didn't actually have time to get more into the custom model training. I had AI write some stuff, but we're going to get into that today. So really that's going to be a majority of the things we do today. And we're going to be starting from scratch. So a lot of it's going to be pretty discovery for me, but we can pull it up. So let's see. Let's pull up mllibrary.net. They had some really nice handy things start up. So I was chatting with Copilot a little bit about what this is going to look like, and it created a lot of things. So I would like to use my new to import MoveNet from TensorFlow and then create a 1D CNN. So we talked about that last time with the architecture that we did to analyze the tennis swing. Using the 17-point vector from NVIDIA about the different joints, you can create a joint data class. That should be joint data. Add calculated properties for shoulder rotation and hip rotation. I went back through and added some more, and implement simple vector math utilities for angle calculations between joint properties. So it created a lot of things, and I deleted a lot of it because I was not sure what was going on, so I wanted to do my own thing. So represents a class. So we have some vector math as well. I kept this one alive because this one seemed pretty simple and straightforward. Just a bunch of things: angle between vectors, signed angle, joint angle, slope angle, distance point, project points, centroid, bunch of things. So I don't even know if we'll use all of these things right now, but so we have an integration service. So integration for pose detection, image preprocessing, and key point extraction, batch processing capabilities. And then we have the 1D CNN model, specialized neural network for swing phase classification, synthetic data generation for training, and model training and evaluation pipeline. So lots of things that we will get into as we go. But yeah, let's just start where we go from the beginning. So let's do, so we have an app. Pick a scenario. Okay, so to generate your model, you need to first select model builder. Oh, interesting. Okay, so add machine learning. Okay, so let's pop this over. Pop you in. Okay, so go add a machine learning model. And I think I probably need to add the correct things. But if I go here, add machine learning model. Oh, and I probably want you in my models folder. Well, this is like data. Sure, I guess we'll just add it at the root. Add machine learning model. Add new name, MLNet. Machine learning model. Model builder helps train a machine learning model using MLNet. So let's call it breakpoint swing analyzer .mb. Okay, so computer vision. So let's see, continue. So to generate it now, you need to first select a machine learning model. It generates several. In this case, we'll predict sentiment on the context. Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm going to pin this chat. This is kind of what we're following. So let's see the following. We want a 1D label, question answering, classify images into 2+ categories, detect, identify objects, learn more about training with your own data. Let's see. I don't think it's meant to take me to Bing, but okay, that's okay. Is there ml.net for a 1D CNN? Let's see. Yeah, that's what we were on. ML samples. Samples. Model builder. Binary classification. Matrix classification. Text classification. Deep learning. Yeah, so let's see here. Probably don't need you. Let's make you a little bigger just so I can pop that in. And that's probably going to delete it. Okay. So let's see. What is the first step in importing, in creating a 1D CNN model in C#? Turn some music on. Smells like a coding today. Add the required packages. ML and ML TensorFlow. Okay, so let's pop you open. Create your model structure. Sequence training, models, sequence input, and a sequence prediction. A float score. Basic CNN. Option 2. Might recommend, given your existence, and I recommend start with MLNet because better integration. Next steps, convert your to training format, define your CNN architecture, implement the training loop. Okay, so create the model structure. So this is what's coming in. So if I go joint data, let's close all the other tabs. Because this is based off of MLNet or MoveNet and their 17 features they give us. Actually, start with getting a video, then getting data from that video with MoveNet Thunder. Because I don't want to fake data at first. Great, let's create a system to extract pose data. Here's a step-by-step approach. First, let's create a video processing service. Is that how MoveNet works though? Let's open that up. Multi-pose. Okay, interesting. Wait. So if I'm trying to take a video and send it in, let's just start with getting the ML model loaded up, running. Let's undo this. Given, oh, absolutely right. First, we need to add packages needed. So what is it? It's joint projects, TensorFlow 6 labors image sharp. What is this? It's image processing and coding without requiring native dependencies. Okay, interesting. It's going to be simplified, but functional MoveNets that can run and load the actual model. So that makes sense. We'll need a thing to load up. This should be load a TensorFlow model into C#. Yeah, that makes sense. I use define and input manager changes type if your model does not use float. Load the model in ONNX. Some sort of, okay, yeah, I've heard of that. Make a prediction. So load it, load from enumerable, transformed values. So then what is the ONNX? Load TensorFlow model. This is a convenient method as it's used for querying creation. Let's see, let's make sure it's going down that same route. MoveNet Thunder. It's real for downloads and runs the actual MoveNet Thunder from TensorFlow Hub. So let's make sure this makes sense. MoveNet, single pose Thunder. Nice. Seems right. Press any key to exit. Yeah. We have an issue. Let's fix that by using the the project. We have an issue with our test image. That should be okay. Let's fix it by creating a proper image. I don't want a test image. I want an image of tennis. But whatever. No, just stop. You're okay. You're just tweaking a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, let's just keep all the changes. Let's open program CS. Let's see what's up. So program options, command line options. I don't know why you do absolutely cannot move to your own type. Program options, let's just do command. And I know there's a better way to do this in C#, but this is the way it did it. Command line options inside there. Command line options, and it should be namespace. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so let's see. All the way at the top. Tennis swing, parse, get some arguments. If show demo, run demo. If test move, run interactive menu async. What is run it? So analyze joint data demo, vector math utilities data demo. Why did you create all these demos? You are not helpful. Invalid option, please try again. Case goodbye. Okay, so let's look at each of these. So test move net, look for test images for in extension, top director only. Test images equals 0, no test found. Creating synthetic. Nope, don't look again, just turn. Found some test images, process the images, the joint data, move net, process first 5 images, joint data, detect post from image, frame number, image, frame number. Okay, let's get into this one next. Let's see what the demo is. Processed if all joint data is carried. So let's throw you. I mean, that's not bad. So joint data demo. Create sample joint data. Display joint data analysis. Okay, run vector math demo. What are you doing? Here, angle F1 is a joint angle between, I don't care about you. Create test image, really don't care about you. Create multiple test images, parse command line options. Test with simple, okay. Create synthetic, nope. Let's get rid of all you. Run move net. Create a simple image. You'd replace this with a real tennis photo. Okay, then I'll do that. detect pose from image path. So that's probably going to be something like data dash test image. Sure. Detect pose analysis. Sure. Run MoveNet demo async. If file exists, I don't want you to delete it. And we can do a builder class here. Well, we probably should do that actually. So if show demo. I mean, why do command line arguments when you could just start the... Sure, why not? Whatever. Press any key, environment.exit. Why not just return? Yeah, I guess that's the way I wanted to do it. Run interactive menu, move net demo, vector math no, create synthetic no, analyze joint data demo, process sample images with... Okay, so this is all dead. Goodbye. Okay, should be good. What is... So this one takes that one. Test MoveNet gets a bunch of images. Okay, sounds good. Director get files in data. Really don't like this. How it added a bunch of things like emojis, but okay, sounds good. So that's all good, all good. Let's see here, and I have some videos off of my other screen to do that exact. Oh, probably need to open a different. Let's see. Okay, go you, get my tennis data videos. Tennis training videos, yes please. Let's look at... No. Let's see. I want to just see a pro tennis swing right now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I think I already have these downloaded, so let me just make sure I'm not going crazy. But I can get a simple super one quick. Roger Federer forehand. The best player for form probably of all time, in my opinion. Let's see, is there a good image? I'm just looking for one that's behind him. Not really seeing much. Let's see, forehand. Just do it as simple as forehand slow motion video from behind or something. Okay. Okay. This is the image I pulled right there. This is just going to be a sample one. This is not going to go into our training set, but just to be in our training repository for now, just to test. Yeah, let's see. DAO codes. Let's go to repos, breakpoint training. Let's create a new one. Data, and what do we call it? Just data. This is pro dash tennis. Pro dash tennis. so let's just start with, what's this? Free, okay, you are useless, I suppose. Okay, so now so this one should work. Test move. Or since you shouldn't be there, process sample images. Test with a single image. Process sample images with MoveNet. Okay, let's go. You boom pop. Yeah, of course. Oh. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Process sample images. Okay, MoveNet Thunder. Using, so iDisposable. And I need to download the MoveNet Thunder model because of course that makes sense. So let's see, initialize. If is initialized, nope. Initialize and create directory. Ensure model exists. Provide instructions on how to download. Wait, how do I have this? Models. MoveNet Thunder saved model PDB. Nice, okay. Is initialized true. Okay. Test images. And that's what breaks me. Cannot find part of path data. I still don't get why I have to pass in options here, so I don't want to. Okay, looking good. And then eData, no data. Pro tennis, get files, path, search pattern. And you are a PNG, yeah, PNG, top directory, found all. Do I need to have you be copy to output? Let's just make you go to the bottom of this one. Copy to output. Let's move this up to be the data one. Properties. Properties. Copy to output directory. Copy if newer. Okay, so now I should have a file. There were build errors. Of course there was. But if yes. Test moves. Yep. Okay. Initialize MoveNet. Directory, create directory. And I should have it. Okay, so let's just get rid of you. Program image extension should have some test images. Correct. Found, take the 5, that's fine. Processing path.5 name. Processing pro tennis. Joint data, MoveNet detect pose from image. Reprocess image. Oh, don't need to do that. Can you get out of my way? Let's go to process, preprocess. Using image. Load. Resize to 256 by 256 for MoveNet Thunder. Is that what it says online? Just make sure. Input. Shape 256. Beautiful. Okay. Tensor. Okay, we could definitely do this better, but that's okay. So for inference, currently using synthetic data for demo. So input tensor, the output tensor. So we can get rid of that comment. Convert. So what does this do? Task delay for demo, generate realistic. Oh, nice. Generate realistic. Awesome. Okay, so let's go out here. Let's get you. Can you please remove all the stupid things going on here? Whatever. Some Uganophobe, do you want to save them? No. Some Unicode could not be saved in the current file. Do you want to resave this? No. I just want to save it as UTF. Shh. Why does it not? That's not what I probably wanted to do. Save with encoding. Can I do CRLF again? CLRF, CLFR, C. I don't know what I did to this thing. Oh man, what have I done? Windows 252. Okay, so that's probably what I want. Is the MoveNet Thunder service. Yeah, I don't know. Uses 256 model URL. Use primary constructor and remove fields. Always. Detect pose from bytes. Process an image from bytes. I don't really need that. Detect pose with batch frame rate. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. Ensure model exists. Running in demo mode. Yeah, okay. Reprocess image. That one makes sense. Run inference. Runs inference on a MoveNet. Generate realistic pose. Let's get rid of you. Man. Joint data from MoveNet output. Process MoveNet can be marked. Yeah, private static. I don't know why that's not a joint data thing. Validate detection, detected endpoints. Random extensions. You should be dead. In Minecraft. Generate realistic pose. Okay, so let's actually return. So let's download this. Download model. Multi-pose, single pose. So designed or on devices using TF Lite in real time, targeting models and fitness activities. The variant is a higher capacity model that performs better quality, so we're still retrieving. Naturally, Thunder will lag behind, but will still pack a punch. That's kind of funny. Does that give me, yeah, just as a tar. Yes, consent. So what does this give me? Let's extract this with WinRAR. Okay. MoveNet, saved model PDP with some variables. Okay. Let's pop you guys into repos, breakpoint, model training, models, MoveNet Thunder. Replace. Looks good. Joint data. Let's move. Nope. Okay. How do I actually call it now that I have it? How to call a PB model in C#. Should be super simple. Load TensorFlow model, ML context, iTransformer loaded model. Define your input output schema, build a prediction image. Let's do this. Run. Hypothetical, sure. And the labels.txt. So what does this have? This just has variables and define the ML pipeline, set up ML, TensorFlow model, pipeline, transform, resize images, image width, image height. As mentioned before, this code just has to run once you define the ML model and has to load the TensorFlow plus what transformation the image needs based on the following settings. Interesting. Oh, this is okay. This is a better way to do it for sure. Because currently I was pre-processing with image.load. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to use the ML pipeline, ML context. Okay, so we'll have to do that. Hi, Maddie. I am coding a custom AI model. So the idea is I play tennis. I want to build a tennis coaching app. We're going to do a simple 1D CNN model. So take a tennis swing over time, analyze the joints at different points using MoveNet. That's the model we're currently loading up into TensorFlow. And so C#, I'm a C# developer, so don't crucify me because I'm doing ML and C#. But yeah, using MoveNet, so this detects, let's see, is there a one that shows what it does? Yeah, like this. So get the poses, get the joints, and then compare that to a tennis pro doing what he's doing when he's hitting a ball, and then give a score. So then we'll do some regression of saying, okay, now what joints are important, and then figure out, oh, your shoulder's different than a pro would do it. Here's some exercises to focus on how to improve it. So I've never worked with MLNet, so we're trying to figure that out together. But it looks like this one is what I want to do. So basically the code. At least to write and run. Since it already is trained, but you need to define the image transformations. How to? Okay, so let's copy that in. As mentioned, the code just has to run once, so you define and then pulls it in. Okay, that makes sense. So let's get initialize async. And let's do actually a builder class because I want to say that's going to be a better way to do this. Because, so if we pop this in here for now, and oh, that's it, it's gonna be a method. Good. So I want to copy that. So the ML context is something I do put up here, correct? Graphing terms in between, this is okay, so TensorFlow model. So this probably should be on this constructor here. So you return a feedback when the AI detects if the person doing a squat. Yeah, so MoveNet, that's what it does. We're gonna feed, so the person, the user, is going to upload a video to our site, and then using Azure Functions, we're gonna pick up the video and then analyze the video with MoveNet, but then feed the data, the joint data, all the, basically an array of arrays of, okay, here's the joints over time, so time sequence data, but feed that into a regression model that actually then outputs a single USTA score, which is like, in tennis, it's how good are you, right? A pro is this level, you know, an amateur is like this level. It's like 0 to 7. So yes, and then in front of it, eventually we would add a detector model saying, hey, the video you sent us isn't a tennis swing. Make sure it's a tennis swing, and do some validation that way. But initially, it's just going to be the one core model. Using a trained TensorFlow model to get the correct data for us. So transform a video into a series of positional joint data, right? So key points it's just a float array over time. So yeah, but if that makes sense. So then let's go. You pop in. Let's go pull up this thing actually next to me, because we want to set up our ML context. Probably protected for now. So then here is going to be, how does this come in? So is there a builder class for ML context? So probably need some sort of seed, but for now that's fine, just as is. So ML context dot, and then we'll just throw all this stuff in. And I maybe don't need the context outside of this. So then this is going to be the model path. TensorFlow and resize images should be pulled in from MLNet. Image settings, as they were saying, is their external thing. Did I lose it? No, I thought it was here. Create pipeline. Not sure what resize images are. So ML context transforms sharp. Yeah, so generally TensorFlow is a Python thing, but the MLNet is a newer thing, so I wanted to try it out. Originally, I was going to do it in Python, but I was looking up because I'm much more comfortable in C#. So yeah, it's basically just a wrapper because it's just an API, right? What do we have here? So I don't know if they actually have a resize images. Are they just, oh, okay, there it goes. So is it not transforms? Is it? Is this what this is on transforms catalogs? Catalogs? No. Class used by ML context to create transforms catalogs. I'm definitely using MLNet. So then what is this one? This the name that should be this. Dot score TensorFlow. Input column names, batch dimension. Oh, sorry, your chat got deleted, but stop posting links. I probably didn't. It's probably just .NET. But you said MLNet is from the new version of .NET 10. I've never seen that library before. Yeah, let's see when it came out. And of course, I did the same thing. I want to say it came out earlier, but like last year, like earlier as in like just recent. But yeah, because this one looks like it was 8. Yeah, I mean the version is pretty new. This project is actually in .NET 8, including this. So I don't know if that gives you any context for it. There is on my Twitch the Git repo. This hasn't been pushed yet because this is all new stuff today. But yeah, we're using ML Microsoft.ml. So 5.0 looks like it's been out since when was version 1 released? Oh, I didn't mean to click no readme. Go here. Came out 2019. Okay. And then the other thing I did was just go to MoveNet, which is on TensorFlow, and you can just download the model here, which is really nice. So let's close that. Okay. But I'm still not sure how he or this person is doing all of this. This seems nice. Setting also ML environment, learning to build and train. Model. Yeah. Interesting. Don't need you. Run with code exported from this. Yeah, because this is really what I want it to do. If you think, you might think you know how the size needs to be resized. So for that, you can explore, look for the tool with Netron to see the inputs and outputs. Yeah. Load input image. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing with it. The video how to apply intelligent copy based on detection from the previous frame, and the frame is where the input is a sequence. This allows the model to devote attention resources to the main subject, resulting in much better prediction quality without sacrificing the screen. Or the speed, sorry. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Load input image sequence. Run or frame IDX in range. So basically just loop over the frames, which is what I'm going to do. Update the bar, do the stack, that's fine. Load model. Yeah, so I mean that is exactly what I want to try to do. Should be like way more simple to do this. Use MLNet. Test model. So the input node's name. So that's where this what is MoveNet's Thunder input and output name? And I bet you this is gonna be in code somewhere. Output 0. Not seeing an input though. Is it index? Input details 0 of index. New int 8. So if I just go like this, oh, let's do MoveNet Thunder. I want to just, so what's the specialty? Okay, let's just do actually just create a services to add a interface. Oh, not a add new class interface. Okay, and then you're going to be an iPose estimator service. iPose service, iPose estimator service, sure. And because the training, so interestingly enough, I'm going to need the pose estimator to be part of the analyzer function eventually, because that's where I'm actually going to do it, but because I'm going to still need to run that. That's fine for now to be there. So what I want to return though from here is a public, is a list of joint data. Is it a list of joint data? Yeah, so tomorrow's my first interview in English. I'm from South America, Argentina. What's great to hear. Good luck in your interview. I'm pretty nervous, haha. Any advices? Yeah, I think there's a couple things that I would say. First off, good luck, first of all. Second, it depends on what type of interview. So if you know it's a like engineering interview, or if it's otherwise, I have different advice. But I think the biggest thing right now is to focus on your strengths and what you have experience in. Just kind of direct the conversation to those kinds of things, right? So what kind of development experience you have and what kind of designs and projects you've been able to do so you can talk to them at kind of a high level. So I think being able to say the buzzwords have been really cool. I actually do system interview design practice every Tuesday. So I, kind of just go at a high level, like, okay, this is, like, here's how you would architect Uber and Facebook and things like that. And be able to talk to technologies at a high level like that. And then don't be afraid to, I don't know, ask questions, right? If you don't know the answer, especially if it's an engineering one, asking smart questions to be able to like prod them to, hey, I know what I'm talking about, I'm just not familiar in this exact domain, still shows the interviewer that you know something about engineering, right? Especially if you have a portfolio and things like that. Yeah, that's my big advice. So hopefully that makes sense. But good luck. It's gonna be great. What position are you interviewing for? Another joint. And then let's do string video file path, video double frame rate. That makes sense. Anything else? Gather joint data over time. I don't think so. I think that makes sense. Let's see, what else do we need? So then I have a joint data service, and that probably actually needs to move up to here. Swing analyzer, or could even move down to here. Let's simplify the MoveNet Thunder service. I am not sure you are getting it. Here is the let's make sure. Here is some sample code of how to load a ML model from TensorFlow. Okay, my biggest fear, it's the English level. I have 3 years experience. The position is full stack software engineering, .NET and React. Oh, that's awesome. If I need to say the level I have, it's like intermediate. But I mean, I'm intermediate on an English level. Well, I think because that's one of the nice things about engineering is like communication is part of the job, obviously, but that can be overcome. So I think saying that at the beginning, like, hey, if there's any like clarification you need for my communication, because I'm not a native speaker, please just ask. Like we'll get through it. It's not hard, because it's really hard to communicate. But I think if you set the expectation early, I think people are really gracious that way. And if they're not, then that's probably not a workplace you want to be at anyways. If they're not going to be accommodating to people, right? That shouldn't be a barrier to entry for you. If you're a good engineer, then that's what matters. Okay, you're absolutely right. Let me simplify. I was overcomplicating it. Then we can use, I want it to derive the I pose. So let's see, what is he doing? He's initializing it, seeding it, model path. Not provide instructions to download. So let's stop you, because I feel like you're getting off base here. Setup pipeline. Okay. I need to clearly rethink the approach here. This is not working for him. Okay. ML net to load TensorFlow model and run it. Looks like I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. There's not enough on ML TensorFlow to do it. Let's close out of all of these. And this might be actually not bad. EF test images. Okay, this one might be good. So let's see, ML data models, input image. I never see it that way. I mean, if they expect the native level, like you say, the company's just not for me. And it's not even that the company like expects a native level, more that if they're not willing to like accommodate like whatever barrier, like everyone has barriers, right, for employment. So if they're not willing to accommodate and like they're being frankly rude about it in the interview process, like that probably is not for you, right? At a more like long term, that's not going to be a good place for you. But no, good luck in that. you know, it's gonna be great. And I wish you the best. Okay, so then TensorFlow model, that's PDB. So then interesting. TensorFlow model configuration. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. So let's pop you. We need to delete some things. So I think we should probably just restart on this file. It did not have enough context to do it. Well, good luck. Let me know how it goes. Best reviews. Okay, hold on, let me time this guy out. Okay, so you are this one, MoveNet Thunder Service, delete you. Let's add new class. Let's do MoveNet pose estimator service. Public class move estimator service. I pose estimator service. Let's derive view. Give me 1 second. The joint data over time. So this is where that's gonna go. So here I have a configuration. So I need to do, and I'll pull this out to its own class in a second. Let's do MoveNet model configuration, model configurer, TensorFlow file path, model creation and pipeline definition for images needs to run. So call it from the constructor. Yeah, let's just pop this in. And then let's see where I need to make changes. So TensorFlow model. So we have a context, we have a transformer, ML context, model setup. Okay, so then setup. So then we have a structive image, and this is going to be specific to the MoveNet. So I'm going to rename this to MoveNet image settings, and this is going to be it just said this over here. Probably up higher. Make the larger side to be 256. Frame image. You see the usage section. Okay. I thought it was 256 by 256. But I could be wrong. Go back here. Not seeing it. I guess it's the larger dimension. So where H and W need to be multiple of 32, the larger dimension is recommended to be 256. So 256, 256. So I'm not sure what offset image is. Let's go back to the GitHub. Thought it was here. Yeah, okay. So input tensor. For checking tensor names, you can open the TBF with files like Neutron or Netron. Start the browser version. That's great. Open model. Let's go repos, breakpoint, training, models, MoveNet, saved. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm reading here. Let's go here now. They're here. So you have the tensor input tensor name, output tensor name. You have the setup MLnet with pipeline, a bunch of things. I'm surprised this code now works, and it doesn't. Okay, that makes sense. Just notice the ML is the abbreviation. I remember when Microsoft released the first version of ML. Yeah. Let's do image. Approximate kernel map. Is it normalized now? No, normalizing is doing something else. Transforms. Is it ML context now? It's just image. Yeah, interesting. MLNet resize images. Where did this go? Use to facilitate images as part of this is crucial. So data.load images. Apply transforms to your data pipeline. Is that not what I'm doing? Image estimators catalog. So this is not an image estimator catalog. It's just a context at that point. Load your data. You can use load. Start by using a ML, which is the entry point for all MLNet operations. Append to your data pipeline. You need to specify the output column name, the desired width and height for desired. Sayings. So first of all, tools, options, word wrap, please stop going away. Word wrap. Yes, supply. Yes, supply. So output here, image width, image height, input column name, name of input image data. .append .extract pixels. Yeah, I'm just not sure what's going on with, because that would be nice to do, to have it done. How to resize images into an ML context. What version of ML? Browse. Oh, no, just click installed. Microsoft.ml version 5. I guess I probably just need to look at version 5. What's the breaking changes here? Yep, let's close out of you. Yep. Yeah, because that's where I got the bogus code. You. Okay, let's look at this. MLNet API, model builder, overnet. So very interesting. Can MLNet even create DCNNs? Oh, see, I need to train a new one. Develop or train with like TensorFlow. Okay, so then How to train a 1D CNN in C#. Deep learning. As you prepare, structure your data into input and corresponding normalized numerical features as needed. Choose a scenario such as image classification or customizing. So that would be cool. But either way, I'm getting off track because I need to still pull in the okay. All right, I will give it one more chance because really not sure. So this is TensorFlow model settings, input tensor name. Oh, I need to look at what it was actually looking at here. What's the output? Saved model. Show attributes. Var read op handler. Okay, let's go back to where this was saying I need to do. It was the GitHub. For checking tensor names, you can open the TF model with tools like Netron. Then let's go to Netron, figure out how to do that. Got some extra ones. It's a viewer for neural network, deep learning, and machine learning models. Start the browser version. Sample models. What are the inputs and outputs of move net thunder? So output 0 looks like it was going to be the thing. So image resized with padding. Image resized.numpy is type. So it's just a strict numpy in. Okay. So this, let's do this. Pop open chat. Because I think this is actually going to help it a lot. So let's just see the repo. I didn't know you use Angular. It's very difficult to integrate on a Spire ecosystem. So actually, the Angular into Aspire was relatively simple. There was kind of one magic file that allowed it to work. But now they just communicate, and you're allowed to have the Angular front end just interact with the back end. So if we pop open here, this was supposed to be the web. There was kind of one file that was special. So you go app host. So just like any other Aspire app, you expose the different things. Eventually there will be a function app in here that it can see that, you know, kick off as well. But the breakpoint app has a reference to API, and the API has a reference to the front end. Great. But then on the front end, to communicate with the back end, I have this magical little file called proxyconf. It rewrites all Dash APIs to the breakpoint API that is defined by Aspire. So it's kind of just a fancy little magic trick, and that proxyconf is specified here in my Angular JSON. So when I serve, create it, and npmi it, yeah, it kind of just works. It's great. So I'm not gaining a lot from having them connected, right? I'm not gaining like any off pages or anything, but I wanted to do Angular, get better at Angular. That's my kind of one that I'm learning. Yeah. So, and then my off service is using SSO. So we're connecting with Google and stuff. Okay, that makes sense, I think. So we're gonna go back here. Boom, boom. Go back here, please. Yeah, no, it Aspire's been really cool. I've been learning it and trying to get better with it. Hi, buddy. So yeah, no, I really liked it. It's simplified a lot. The database was another nice one, right? It just helps you run a Docker image of a database, make sure it's up. Things like the Azure functions will be stored, and then deploying of an Aspire app would be super easy because there's kind of a templated way to do that. So it just everything's gonna be containerized, and you just kind of call it a day. Please reference this Python code to take a to use MoveNet Thunder to get the correct output and make the simplest possible. The only weird thing I made was create microservices offload.net and RabbitMQ for async communications. Yeah, I could see how that would be weird for sure. Yeah, I got to turn off Nightbot from doing that. I'm not sure how to do it though, because it's move.net is not a thing. Just calling you out. And then just do an frame. The cat really wants to be in the stream. No, you're good. Looking at the Python reference, you can see you want a much simpler stuff that just loads and processes. Let me create a streamlined version that follows the Python pattern you provided. Perfect. Let's save that. Okay. Close out of this. Let's go back here. Oh. And that's that one. So writing a C#. So load data. This is where you pre-process the data set into a format to the ml.net, defining the CLLs or CNNs. So I think we probably will need add a constructed. She started by defining the layers. So add a layer, max pooling flattened to a dense activation and a dense for softmax. Here's what each part of the code does. This applies 32 filters each side to the image input. The activation ReLU ensures nonlinearity, allowing the network to learn complex patterns. This reduces the spatial dimension of the image by selecting the most important features. Fully connected, classify, compiling, training the model. Here is the train over epochs. After training, would test the image. Real. Do they have a... And let's pop over here, see how it's doing. Models MoveNet to use this simpler service. Very nice. Load the actual. Create prediction engine. Okay. Detect pose from image, image path, frame number, double timestamp. Processing, load and pre-process, generate test key points. I hate when it. Sure, let's just keep. So what did you change here? Test image, test photo. Okay, so don't like that. Let's see. Simulate video processing. Please don't simulate things. We are doing things. Create sample joint data. Stop adding all these stupid things. I don't know why it adds that. Create and analyze. Test data. Oh, test with a video file. Just don't do the else. Else return. Just return. Else return. Okay. Else return. Don't really care in the case that it doesn't actually work. Okay, so then there we go. I'm surprised. Use primary constructor. So then what's going on here? Where's the await? Sure, that's okay. Gather joint data. Load and preprocess image. Load, move net. Fill with empty data to create the transformer. Pipeline.fit empty data. Fit with empty data to create the transformer. Okay. Very interesting. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, don't need that. Generate test key points when model is not available. Clean up temp frames. I do want that one. Let's make sure we're not generating. This should be key points. And let's just do prediction engine like that. Okay. I don't know why it was trying to do that. Okay, so let's see. So we have now initialize async, loading move net, you get the net model, pull the pipeline in, inputs out, score the TensorFlow model. This needs to probably fit with something else. That's okay for now though. So test video, and let's just do the test image because I still have that image in there under data, right? So let's just validate that. Yeah, so pro tennis, boom. And those should be fine. Sure. Don't need the disassembly. Okay. Let's just make sure I get images. Files length is greater than 0. Oh, it's because I'm going against the bottom directory. I need to go against data. It's gonna be Solution Explorer. Yeah. For now, it's just gonna be this one. Not that it matters. Test with a single image. Just make sure we get here. Yep, okay. So did we initialize async? We did. So we have our bytes. The label is pose. Very nice. So prediction engine is null. So where does prediction engine get set? In the models movenet. Got it. Models movenet thunder. And I guess I should probably make sure we get to there. Yep. Testing MoveNet. TensorFlow unable to load DLL TensorFlow. So I have TensorFlow downloaded. So let's pop that message in. So I thought I had .NET. Specified error. The system cannot locate. Often arises with applications using ML with TensorFlow. Correct. Exclude. If you're attempting to use GTU, might you explicitly exclude the binaries. No, that's fine. Doesn't really matter how I'm training it right now. Installed and the issue is gone. So make sure I have all those packages. You. Class view on Solution Explorer. Make sure we go into custom. ML TensorFlow, SciSharp TensorFlow Redist. Okay, let's just pop that name in. Manage packages. So hopefully once we have this, we have somewhat of a working model. I suppose extra C, yeah, they could be used to graph. And we'll probably want both of these on the training because we will be using my GPU. Eventually we'll throw it in Azure, but for now it's gonna be on those. Yeah, of course. Good luck on your interview. Let me know how it goes. Thanks for stopping by. Yep, there we go. Pause you. Yep. See how it pops out. And it is called saved model PB. Invalid graph definition, TensorFlow. It's getting close to my cat's dinner time. They are hungry. Invalid graph definition, TensorFlow binding, huh? Invalid graph def. Oh man. This is why people don't do C# ML. Maybe I'm running into the breakpoint. Yeah. Yeah, well, I have a couple cats, and this one specifically doesn't like eating dinner when he's told to. He's a slow eater, so he has to get dinner when he likes it. He's a little prince boy, but he's wearing a nice tuxedo, so of course he is. But I mean, Stinky, he just wants to say hi. They just have such funny personalities, man. They really do. Okay, what was I going? So yeah, man, I did look at this before. And C# just may not be the way to do my model training. So if I do it in Python, let's think through this. So if I do it in Python, this custom model training goes away, but instead, the swing analyzer class still needs to get the still needs to be able to call a model, but it still needs to have MoveNet applied on top of it, right? So either way, I need to call into Python code. I mean, let's see. The ml.net is not playing nice with loading a TensorFlow model and then running it. If I change my training to be in Python, then change my async. Analyze my new video swings to Python. Well, or how can I call into it? I guess, I mean, either way, yeah. It seems like Python is probably going to be the way to go for this async stuff. No. Just want you to plan with me, bro. Come on. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So it seems like this could be done. But is it worth it? Interesting. Just installing the latest VC Redist. I guess I probably haven't downloaded it in a long time. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking as well. That's a great thought. Could run through python.net. I might have to do some more thinking on this. But that's gonna be it for me today. I have to go feed my cats and go call a family member. But And that's going to be it for today. As always, it's been DAO Codes. Happy coding.